Nevada has become the first state in the United States with a female majority legislature, where women hold 51% of seats. On Tuesday, Democrats Rochelle Nguyen and Beatrice Durden were appointed to the Assembly, replacing lawmakers who had moved on from their posts. Of Nevada's 63 legislative seats, 32 are now filled by women. The historic moment follows an election season that saw an unprecedented number of women win congressional seats. Former Secretary of State and presidential candidate Hillary Clinton tweeted about the milestone, saying, "Let's make it the first of many." Before the last month's midterm elections, 38% of Nevada's legislative seats were held by women. Women won seats during the midterms, but secured the majority only with two states' appointments. In the Assembly, women have a majority with 23 of 42 Assembly seats. In the Senate, women hold 9 of 21 seats. Ms. Nguyen, a criminal defense lawyer, replaced Chris Brooks, who won a Senate seat in November. Ms. Durden, a union grievance specialist, replaced Olivia Diaz, who is running for a Las Vegas City Council seat. Both received unanimous appointments. Clark County Commissioners made 2 appointments to the Nevada Assembly today, and helped the state make history in the end of Facebook post by Clark County, Nevada. They will both be a part of a Democratic supermajority in the Assembly, with the party holding 29 of 42 seats. Mr. Ang told the Associated Press that the milestone was a great victory for women. Ms. Nguyen said it was fantastic. Nevada now has the highest percentage of female lawmakers ever nationwide, at 47%. The state's Supreme Court is also female-led. Following the elections, the state will now also have 2 United States women senators, Democrats Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez Masto, and it is sending a new female lawmaker, Susie Lee, to the United States House of Representatives. Many have topped 2018, the second year of the woman, given the number of female candidates running for office and winning seats during the 6 November midterms. But while the number of women in state legislatures has more than quintupled since the 1970s, women account for only around 28% of state lawmakers nationwide, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures. In 2009, women briefly held the majority in New Hampshire State Senate, but no state has ever had an evenly split legislature, let alone a female majority, according to the Center for American Women and Politics. This year's important breakthroughs are skewed along party lines, with Democrats having far more female candidates than Republicans. In January, a record-breaking 126 women will serve on Capitol Hill, meaning women will make up just over 23% of Congress. A poacher has been ordered to watch the Disney film Bambi repeatedly after he was convicted of illegally killing hundreds of deer. Missouri hunter David Barry, Jr., must view the film at least once a month during his year-long sentence. He was arrested in August along with 2 family members for killing the deer, taking their heads and leaving their bodies to rot. Prosecutors said it is reportedly one of the biggest poaching cases in Missouri history. On top of the jail sentence for the illegal deer hunting, Judge Robert George ordered Barry Jr. to view the Walt Disney movie Bambi, with the first viewing being on or before December 23,
2018,
and at least one such viewing each month thereafter. During his spell in prison, the 1942 cartoon about woodland creatures shows a hunt to kill the mother of eponymous deer character Bambi. A months-long investigation, spanning several states, led to the arrest of Barry Jr. his father David Berry, Sr., and his brother Kyle Berry, according to a local newspaper, the Springfield News Leader. While the total number of deer taken illegally is unknown, Lawrence County's conservation agent Tandy Barnes said it could be several hundred. Barry Jr. received a year-long sentence in Lawrence County Prison after pleading guilty to illegally taking wildlife. He has also been sentenced to a 1-to-0-day term in Barton County Prison for a firearms probation violation, and both he and his father had their hunting privileges revoked for life by the Missouri Conservation Commission. The United States military says it has killed 62 fighters from the Islamist group Al-Shabaab in 6 airstrikes in Somalia. 4 airstrikes on Saturday killed 32 militants, and a further 2 on Sunday killed 28, it said in a statement. These were the deadliest air attacks in Somalia since November 2017, when the United States said it had killed 100 militants. Somalia has seen a sharp increase in the number of airstrikes and casualties since President Donald Trump took office in the United States in January 2017. A tally by the Bureau of Investigative Journalism reveals that at least 400 people have been killed in airstrikes since the beginning of 2017, far more than the previous 10 years combined. The latest strikes bring to at least 40 the number carried out in Somalia so far this year, compared with 35 recorded in 2017. The United States has a huge military base in neighboring Djibouti, from where it launches attacks on the militants. Mr. Trump gave the United States military greater authority in March 2017 to attack militants in Somalia. Traditionally, United States presidents have been wary of intervening in Somalia since Special Forces soldiers died fighting militias in the capital Mogadishu in 1993, a battle dramatized in the film Black Hawk Down. No civilians were killed in the latest airstrikes, which were carried out in coordination with the Somali government, the United States military said. Alongside our Somali and international partners, we are committed to preventing Al-Shabaab from taking advantage of safe havens from which they can build capacity and attack the people of Somalia, the United States Africa Command said. Al-Shabaab, which is linked to Al-Qaeda, has not yet commented on the latest strikes. Somalia-based security think tank the Higher Institute said in a report published in November that Al-Shabaab had been forced to change tactics following the upsurge in airstrikes. The institute said the group was now conducting fewer mass attacks on military bases, but attacks on government offices and businesses which refused to pay its taxes had increased markedly. The United States State Department, in its most recent report on terrorism, described Somalia as a terrorist safe haven, and said Al-Shabaab remained a threat. Despite suffering setbacks, the group retained control over large parts of the country, and the ability to carry out high-profile attacks using suicide bombers, explosive devices, mortars, and small arms. The report added, a poacher has been ordered to watch the Disney film Bambi repeatedly after he was convicted of illegally killing hundreds of deer. Missouri hunter David Berry, Jr., must view the film at least once a month during his year-long sentence. He was arrested in August along with 2 family members for killing the deer, taking their heads and leaving their bodies to rot. Prosecutors said it is reportedly one of the biggest poaching cases in Missouri history. On top of the jail sentence for the illegal deer hunting, Judge Robert George ordered Berry Jr. to view the Walt Disney movie Bambi, with the first viewing being on before December 23,
2018,
and at least one such viewing each month thereafter. During his spell in prison, the 1942 cartoon about woodland creatures shows a hunt to kill the mother of eponymous deer character Bambi. The months-long investigation, spanning several states, led to the arrest of Barry Jr., his father David Barry, Sr., and his brother Kyle Barry. According to a local newspaper, the Springfield News Leader, while the total number of deer taken illegally is unknown, Lawrence County's conservation agent Tandy Barnes said it could be several hundred. Barry Jr. received a year-long sentence in Lawrence County Prison after pleading guilty to illegally taking wildlife. He has also been sentenced to a 1-to-0-day term in Barton County Prison for a firearms probation violation.